What's going on, and welcome to lesson number 1 of Facebook video ad secrets. And today I'm going to show you how this works. And basically what we're doing is we're going to use videos on Facebook to create a sales funnel for your business. And if you don't know what a sales funnel is, it's very simple. And the one of the best analogies I've ever heard of a sales funnel is the strip club analogy. So I'm going to go ahead and use it. But before I get into that, here's what I want to tell you. First and foremost, people do business with people they know, like, and trust, right? They can't like you unless they know you, right? So they got to know you first. Once they know you, then they can like you. And then once they like you, then they can trust you, right? So that's kind of the sequence, the order that it goes in. They got to know, like, and trust you, okay? And so in order for us to get people to know, like, and trust us on Facebook, remember, these are complete strangers, people that have never seen us before, that have no idea who we are, and our goal is to get them to buy our offers, but right now, they've never even heard of us, okay? So how do we get someone from never hearing of us all the way down through our funnel to giving us this stuff right here? How do we do that? That's the question, right? And so here's the answer. I want you to imagine that you're going to a strip club. And if you've never been to one, it's okay. You can still imagine. Here's how it works. So first you walk in, and there's girls dancing on the stage, right? So you walk in, you walk up, and you're sitting around being cool, and then you see a girl that you like, and she gets up on stage, right? And so you go up to the stage, and you start giving her dollars, right? You might give her $2, you might give her $3. She comes and dances for you. You might give her $5, right? But you give her a couple dollars, and she notices the way that you're paying attention to her, and the eyes that you're making, the eye contact and all that stuff, right? So she gets down off of the stage, she goes in the back, gets dressed or whatever. She comes back out, and as you're sitting there, she comes over and she offers you a lap dance, right? So when you first walked in, you didn't know who she was, right? You were at this level, and then you gave her a couple bucks, so you came down to this level, right? And then she comes out and she offers you a lap dance for like 20 bucks, and you're like, shit, okay, cool, you look really good. I'll take the lap dance. And she gets you down to this level. So then she gives you a lap dance, and it's amazing. You really enjoyed it. And so she's like, hey, do you want to come back to the VIP room? And you get 3 lap dances, 3 songs, and you can touch and do whatever, da 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 da, whatever they say, right? And you're like, all right, that sounds good. So then you go down another level, and now you're moving through her sales funnel, right? And then the next thing, she's like, hey, we can go to our private room. It's for 1 hour, and it's $5,000, and whatever those girls say, right? So you're like, man, this is the baddest girl in the world. I want to, da 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 da, whatever. And so you pay that. And so what happened is, what started off as like a little, $1 purchase here, she moved you down her sales funnel to the 20 bucks for the lap dance, okay? And then after she moved you from the 20, then she charged you, say, 100 bucks to go do the little VIP room. And then she got you all the way down to the $5,000 range down here. And so if you look, what started off as like you not knowing, liking, or trusting her ended up with you spending, what, $5,121 on her. And so I know that's a silly example, but I use it because I heard it from someone else first and foremost, but I use it because it really hones in on the point that I'm trying to make, is that people can join your sales funnel and move through your funnel very quickly when you have the right tools to attract them and to get them to know, like, and trust you effectively. All right, so with that, we're going to delete that. We'll leave our little funnel here on the side so we can see how it works. Money here, people here, okay? And so now that we know how the funnel works, here's what we're doing. Here's our goal on Facebook. So what we're going to do is we're going to use videos as our sales funnel. Okay? Come on, man. I'm just going to copy this. Okay, so we're going to use videos kind of like our funnel. So actually, I'm going to stack them this way so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so here's how this works. The first time someone watches your video, right? They're a complete stranger. They don't know you. They don't like you. They don't trust you. They've never heard of you. And so your very first video is basically going to be something of value, but also telling your origin story, okay? And the reason we tell your origin story is because we want people to get to acknowledge you, right? So first video is origin story plus value. And the reason you do this video is because it's going to do something very particular for you. What this is going to do, and this could be something, you know, more value than a story or more of a story than value, but understand stories sell, and that's why we want to have some kind of story in there. But the first one, we're providing some value, right? And so you're going to actually pay Facebook to get people to watch this video. And so say we get 3,000 people to watch the video, right? And of those 3,000, let's say that 150 watched at least 25% of the video. Say the video is a 2-minute video, right? So we're going to go 2-minute video. Oops. So it's a 2-minute video. All right. And so if we go back to the text here, okay, so say 150 of those 3,000 watched at least 25%, so they watched at least 30 seconds. And then let's say of those 150, say 90 watched at least 50%, okay? And then say of those 90, 68 or 60, that's fine, 69 watched at least 75%. And then let's say of those 75, 25 watched your entire video from start to finish, okay? So if we see this, if we're looking at this here, and if this is making sense, we can see that, okay, we had 3,000 people see us, right? These people that watched 25%, they kind of saw our story a little bit. They know who we are a little bit, but they probably wouldn't recognize us if we showed up tomorrow. These people that watched 50%, they have a little bit more likelihood of not recognizing us, but you know, not guaranteed. Now we start getting into that 75% and 90%. These people that watch 90% of our 2-minute video, if we were to get back in front of them tomorrow, we would have a high likelihood of them continuing to consume our content because of this 2-minute video, they watched 90% of it, which means that the content was engaging and they enjoyed it, or else they wouldn't have watched that much, right? So then how this funnel works is we go, okay, we had 25 people here that watched at least 90% of our video. So now what do I want to do? I want to show them another video, right? And on this first video, there's no call to action, right? The only thing we're doing here is getting people to understand who we are and what we do and why they should listen to us, right? And so now we're on the second video. The second video, we want to continue to tell stories that sell, right? Stories plus value. All right, so that's our goal for this second video. And on the second video, we can start having some kind of call to action. All right, so let's keep looking at this funnel. Okay, so remember we had 25 people here that saw 90% of our last video. So since they watched a majority of our last video, say of those 25, say 15 watched 90% of our second video, right? So now these people, so remember right here, they got to know you. Okay, right here, they got to know you, right? And then as they start watching your next video, now there's a good chance that they're starting to like you a little bit, right? So on this second video, you can have some kind of call to action, right? You're not asking them to buy something. You're not asking for anything big, but you can start maybe offering a free lead magnet or something of that sort, something of value, right? Some kind of call to action. And then Now you do your third video, right? Your third video of your funnel. And this video, same concept, right? Stories plus value. And on this third video, now your call to action can be a little bit more aggressive, right? Because at this point, say of those 15 people that say 7, 15, say 7 of those 15 watched 100% of your third video, okay? So now if you look at this, at this point now, these people have watched, say each of these videos was 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 4 minutes, 6 minutes. They've watched 6 minutes of your content in three different sittings, right? So every time you come on, they've consumed your content. And so right now you're at 7 people that truly, truly, truly know you, like you, and trust you. Because if they didn't know you and like you and trust you, they wouldn't have watched that much of your content, right? So at this point, and I'm not saying the videos are all going to be 2 minutes, this is just as an example, but at this point, now you have 7 people that have literally watched 3 of your videos pretty much from start to finish. And so now on the 4th ad that you show them, now this is a straight call to action. This is a straight, either offering something for free, offering a low ticket item. This is where you start reaping the rewards of your funnel. And I know you're looking and you're like, man, how am I supposed to do all this? It looks like a lot. Look, here's the thing. You're literally doing 3 videos and a call to action, right? 3 videos and a call to action. That's your funnel. And so we want to get people in here at the top, and we want to roll them down, right? And just like the stripper, not every guy that comes and gives her ones right here are going to end up buying a lap dance. Not every guy that buys the lap dance is going to go back and get the $100 package, and not everybody that buys the $100 package is going to go and get the $5,000 1-hour VIP special, right? But what happens is the numbers kind of dwindle, right? So maybe 3,000 give her $1, and then of those 3,000, 25 end up getting lap dances, and of those 25, 7 end up, going to the back room, and then of those 7, maybe 3. Let's go right here. Let's go 3. Maybe 3 of those 7 end up paying her the $5,000, right? End up giving her the big bucks. Now tell me, do you think it was worth it for her to go through and show the video to these 3,000, or to proposition these 3,000 in order to get 3 $5,000 sales? Hell yeah, right? And it works the same way with this Facebook video advertising. We are literally doing the same thing. We are showing people content in different forms, right? In different, different stories, different pieces of value, letting them get to know, like, and trust us. And as we move them through, then we have a call to action so they can start paying us for the value, right? It's that old Gary Vee jab, 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 right hook philosophy. And so with that, here's the beautiful thing. Just because only 25 watched here, right? As this number right here, this 3,000 goes up, because you're going to continue to have this rolling, right? So as this number of 3,000 continues to go up, if this number continues to go up, well then this number 15 will continue to go up, and this number 7 will continue to go up, which means this number 3 will continue to go up, right? So as we move through, this is literally going to be a funnel that just keeps working itself up and up and up. And the more people you get in at this point, what means the more people you get in at this point down here. So the more people you show it to means there will be more people that watch it, and that will mean you'll have more people to show your next video to, and more people that'll watch the rest of your next video, which means you'll have more people to sell to. So that is the very simple, very easy way to understand how this funnel works and how we're going to move forward in this process. And so that's all for day number 1, and I will see you on module number 2. Peace.